Taj Mahal is praised as the most perfectly symmetrical structure in the world. But the truth is, inside that perfection, there is one flaw that cannot be hidden. People call Taj Mahal a symbol of eternal beauty. But what if I told you that the structure that has stood for over 400 years on soft river mud survives because of an engineering solution that goes completely against logic? The flowers you're looking at were never painted. And there's one more thing. Taj Mahal has no fixed color. In the morning, it looks different. At noon, it changes again. And under moonlight, you'll see a Taj Mahal that never exists during the day. So what is it really? A great architectural masterpiece? Or a collection of contradictions? Built entirely from stone? Follow me as we uncover what truly makes Taj Mahal fascinating. Taj Mahal is located in the city of Agra, in northern India, along the banks of the Yamuna River. It was built in the 17th century, during the Mughal Empire, and took more than 20 years to complete. The entire complex is clad in white marble, rising over 230 feet high, with 4 surrounding towers and a massive central dome. Taj Mahal was built as a tomb, yet it is regarded as one of the greatest architectural works in human history. And most importantly, behind this familiar beauty, there are decisions, details, and contradictions that very few people ever notice. And from here, we begin peeling back the layers, the backwards foundation that holds Taj Mahal. Before talking about how beautiful Taj Mahal is, let me ask you an uncomfortable question. Would you place a structure weighing tens of thousands of tons on soft river mud? It sounds like a recipe for disaster. But Taj Mahal did exactly that. Taj Mahal sits right beside the Yamuna River. The ground here is soft, wet, and unstable, the kind of soil modern engineers usually avoid. Yet instead of trying to harden the ground, the builders of Taj Mahal chose a completely opposite approach. They didn't build one massive, solid foundation. They dug hundreds of deep wells into the earth. Each well acted like an independent support column, reaching down to more stable soil. These wells were then connected by a system of brick arches, not to carry weight individually, but to distribute the load evenly across the entire structure. In other words, Taj Mahal does not stand on the ground. It is suspended on a hidden support network below, like standing on a carpet, lifted by hundreds of hands at once. And here's another critical detail. This foundation works best when the soil remains moist. Water from the Yamuna River prevents the wooden elements below from drying, shrinking, or weakening. Instead of fighting the environment, Taj Mahal adapts to it. That may be why, after more than 400 years, through floods, harsh weather, and even minor earthquakes, Taj Mahal is still standing. Not because it is rigid, but because it knows how to adapt. And this is only the first layer of a structure that looks beautiful, yet is built on cold, calculated, intelligent decisions. 2 domes, 1 illusion. When standing in front of Taj Mahal, most people feel the same thing. The dome looks impossibly tall and massive, but this is a carefully crafted illusion, because the dome you see is not the only dome. In reality, Taj Mahal has 2 domes, an inner dome proportioned precisely to create a solemn interior space, and an outer dome, taller and more inflated, built solely to appear monumental. If only one dome were used, either the interior would feel too tall, cold, and empty, or the exterior would lack the visual impact of an icon. So Taj Mahal chose both. The space between the two domes helps adjust proportions, reduce structural weight, improve ventilation, and distribute forces more effectively. In other words, the grandeur you perceive does not match the space inside. Taj Mahal doesn't try to be massive everywhere. It only needs to look massive where you can see it. 4 minarets straight, but not really. Now look at the 4 minarets surrounding Taj Mahal. From a distance, they appear perfectly vertical, guarding the central dome. But if measured precisely, each minaret leans slightly outward, not enough for the eye to detect, but enough to matter. If a minaret were to collapse due to time or an earthquake, it would fall away from the main tomb, not onto it. This is not decoration. It is a safety decision, hidden beneath beauty. Taj Mahal does not trust absolute permanence. It prepares for the worst case, even if visitors never notice. Taj Mahal is not a solid marble block. From afar, Taj Mahal looks as if it were carved from a single massive block of white marble. But that's not true. The marble is only the outer skin. Inside, the structure consists of brick, local stone, and conventional construction materials of its time. This approach allowed the builders to reduce weight, speed up construction, and conserve rare materials. Taj Mahal doesn't display wealth by building solid marble throughout. It only needs to look perfect where you can see it. Smart mortar before modern cement. When Taj Mahal was built, modern cement did not exist. Yet the structure resists moisture, endures heavy rain, and has survived for centuries. The secret lies in lime mortar, mixed with natural organic additives, carefully processed, flexible, strong, and breathable. This mortar does not become brittle, handles moisture well, and suits the humid riverside environment. Taj Mahal doesn't need modern materials. It needs the right ones. The Charbagh Garden. Before reaching the tomb, you must pass through the Charbagh Garden. It is divided into 4 equal sections by intersecting water channels. This design is intentional. In Persian Islamic tradition, paradise is described as having 4 rivers, bringing life and order. Interestingly, the tomb is not placed at the center of the garden, but at the far end. This makes you feel as if you are approaching something sacred, not standing equal to it, the octagon and the 8 gates of paradise. If you look closely at the layout of Taj Mahal, you'll see the main tomb is octagonal. In Islamic culture, the number 8 is closely tied to the image of 8 angels supporting paradise and 8 gates leading into eternity. That's why Taj Mahal isn't just beautiful in form, it's also symbolically precise. Every direction, every face, every approach carries meaning beyond architecture alone. Over 20,000 artisans, and no one built Taj Mahal alone. One thing that's easy to misunderstand is this. Taj Mahal is often linked to one name, one emperor, one story. But in reality, Taj Mahal is the result of over 20,000 artisans from many different regions. Each person worked on only a small piece. Some specialized in stone carving, some focused only on floral inlay, some handled geometric proportions, some prepared and processed materials. No one saw the entire picture. So Taj Mahal wasn't the work of a single genius. It was the combined effort of thousands of hands, each person mastering one craft, all serving one shared vision. Quranic inscriptions that grow to trick your eyes, When you stand at the main gate of Taj Mahal, you'll see Quranic verses carved along the frame. At first glance, the lettering looks perfectly consistent from bottom to top. But the truth is, it isn't consistent at all. The lines higher up are carved noticeably larger than the lines below. The reason is simple. When you look up from the ground, everything farther away appears smaller. So Taj Mahal corrected that illusion. The result is that your eyes get convinced. Everything here is perfect. This isn't decoration. This is mathematics built for human vision. Taj Mahal has no single color. Taj Mahal isn't white. At least, not all the time. At sunrise, as the first light hits it, Taj Mahal glows a soft pink. At midday, it turns bright, sharp white. And at night, especially under moonlight, Taj Mahal shifts into pale blue or muted gold, almost losing its sense of stone. That effect comes from a special kind of marble, an extremely refined surface, and the way it reflects light so intensely. Taj Mahal doesn't change color to impress you. It changes because it was designed to live with light. And that's why, every time you look at Taj Mahal, it feels like a different experience. Double symmetry, created by water. In front of Taj Mahal are long, straight, reflecting pools. When there's no wind, the surface becomes a perfect mirror. You don't just see Taj Mahal. You see two Taj Mahals at once. One made of stone, and one made of light and reflection. That makes the whole structure look more balanced, bigger, and almost unreal. A simple visual trick, but powerful enough to become its iconic image for centuries. Taj Mahal was designed to reveal itself slowly. Taj Mahal doesn't show itself the moment you walk in. It stays hidden behind the Great Gate, the corridors, and the long central axis. With every step, you see a little more. And by the time Taj Mahal fully appears in front of you, your brain has already been set up to feel the shock and awe. This isn't an accident. This is emotional storytelling built into architecture. Perfect symmetry with one unavoidable flaw. If Taj Mahal is obsessed with anything almost to an extreme, it's symmetry. From the gardens, to the pools, to the entrance gate, to the four towers around it. Everything is aligned on a perfect central axis. And right at the center of that axis is the tomb of Mumtaz Mahal. Perfect. No extra. Nothing missing. But then time passes. Shah Jahan dies. And in that moment, a very human decision is made. He's buried beside his wife. Not at the center, but slightly off to one side. Just one small detail. But it breaks the one principle Taj Mahal protects throughout its entire design: absolute symmetry. And here's what's fascinating. This isn't an architectural mistake. It isn't a technical failure. It's the result of emotion, death, and the limits of being human. Taj Mahal was built to be perfect. But the people inside it made that perfection incomplete. And maybe that single flaw is what makes Taj Mahal feel more human, and therefore more unforgettable. The Cut Hands Legend, a story that may never have happened. You've probably heard this story before, that after Taj Mahal was completed, the workers had their hands cut off, so no one could ever build something that beautiful again. You'll find this story in school books, travel blogs, and social media videos. But here's the problem. There's no reliable historical evidence that it ever happened. No decree, no court records, no archaeological proof. Meanwhile, Taj Mahal was built by tens of thousands of artisans over many years. and many of them went on to work on other Mughal projects afterward. So where did this story come from? Maybe because people want to believe that beauty on that level must come with cruelty on that level. Maybe because we're used to the idea. The more beautiful something is, the higher the price must be. And just like that, a legend is born. And the irony is, a story that might not even be true has helped Taj Mahal become even more legendary. In collective memory, of all the details you just heard, which one surprised you the most? Was it the foundation built on river mud? The fate of the artisans after the work was done? Or simply the moment Taj Mahal changes color under moonlight? Share your thoughts in the comments. Not just for me to read, but so everyone can see Taj Mahal from different perspectives. And if you enjoy stories that don't ask how something was built, but why it matters, subscribe to the channel. There are many famous structures you think you already know, but maybe haven't truly seen yet.